Right. That's what I do with Sheree and my dog. I walk beside him and I hold something. And then I'm like, good boy. Good boy. Here's your pepperoni. Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Falcons Corner. Voice of the Falcons, Mike Rickert, the good guy, the co-host, Danny Berg, and then the SID Tom Ferguson behind the camera. Welcome.
We're back. Another Tuesday morning.
I said last week when we left the show W's all weekend, and we got W's all weekend. So how about me? Forget our athletes and our coaches. How about me? W's all weekend, and then we get W's.
So we don't even have to worry about any of the training, the game.
And I didn't think
if you say it. It'll happen.
It wasn't a prediction. It was just W's all weekend. I wasn't saying we are going to get W's.
You spoke it into existence.
Yes. Thank you, Tom.
Yes, exactly.
No, I deserve no credit. All of our student athletes deserve all the credit. Let's start with, of course, we have to start with football.
I think so.
The now number 7th ranked Lackawanna College Falcons will now be facing the number 5 ranked Snow College Badgers this Saturday at a 12 o'clock, a noon start.
12 o'clock start.
That's when all the big games start, is at noon on Saturday. So it's just another big game, 12 o'clock start. But before we look about Snow, let's just recap what happened last Saturday against Georgia Military. Absolutely outstanding performance on both sides of the ball. Complete domination.
You don't get the results that you get if it wasn't complete domination.
Yeah.
And that's facing a team for the second time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said, it's happened quite a bit this year.
Right.
So you kind of already have an idea of what they have,
Yep.
what they could bring. But I also think it's different coming from the nice, warm, hot, and humid.
Yes.
But for our purposes, it was nice on Saturday. It was a sunny 40-degree day.
And that was even
sunny-ish. Where I was, it was a little bit sunnier, I think.
Right.
But
no, the sun popped out, but it was probably in the 50s.
Almost 60s probably.
I
but
think
there
when I announced the game time temperature, I announced it at 57.
There was a little chill still in the air, though.
With the southeast wind, 7 miles per hour.
The guys were ready to go.
They were.
Like you said, it was complete domination, and it was good to see. I got to watch some of the live stream playback after the fact. That it was a good college football game.
It was.
It wasn't a lot of stoppage.
Nope.
First half was only 90 minutes, not 17 hours like last week.
It was well officiated. So well, when I had to pick up Joe Paparelli's crew out of the locker room for the referees, I actually commented on how well the job they did to them.
Which is impressive.
That's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah, Mike has never done that.
Not just there,
That's
but
big.
anywhere.
It was a well played game by both sides. We were just really better. I think I saw a post that Mark made a comment that, and I kind of agree with, is that they kind of stayed the same and we got better.
Right.
Since the last time we played. We've gotten stronger, we've gotten faster, we've gotten to know the playbook better, we've executed better. Since the first time we played them. So. Barry was awesome. It was probably I told him after the game it was probably the best I've ever seen him play. He probably had games with maybe better numbers, but overall, the way he was able to escape out of trouble and find guys downfield and making good decisions and knowing when to tuck the ball and run.
He looked way more in control,
I
think, than we've seen him in a long time.
Yeah, like he
Which
just
is
had
nice. Again, peaking at the right time.
Yeah, yeah. He just had this I'm the guy mentality. It seemed like on Saturday. And I was like, you're not gonna bring me down in the backfield. I'm gonna make a play with my feet. I'm gonna make a play with my arm. I'm gonna find open guys. I'm gonna squeeze a ball into double coverage. And Ray Perumba made a nice catch. That extended a drive and then later had a touchdown. So Petey Tucker stayed hot at receiver, and then of course Billy Reese's defense was good. I even complimented Billy Reese on Sunday when I saw him.
Must have been you were in such a good mood, complimenting Billy and the officials.
Well, Billy was the next day, but it was a weekend of compliments. Listen, I gave out 2 compliments all weekend. It was to the officials and to Billy.
But it's earned.
Yes, so I told Billy that if he was still driving his truck instead of the not so, how can I put it? His truck is big, strong piece of crap.
What's he driving now?
You know, he is now driving his wife's older car because they got a new car. So his big truck with his face sticker on it is just on the side for emergency use. So I said, if he's still driving his big truck, they probably would have shut down.
Yeah.
You know, the fact that he's driving the Ford, nothing wrong with the Ford Escape. It's a very fine car.
Exactly.
But when you compare it to the Ford, whatever pickup truck,
put his face on the Escape, and then maybe they would have gotten shut out.
You know,
yeah, get the branding going. You know,
that is branding.
Yes, it is. But I mean,
huge win.
It was. We were a little nervous at the start. There wasn't that many people in the stands, but it turned out that we had a really nice crowd.
That's great.
For such a big game. So of course now our attention turns to this Saturday.
Right.
Hopefully get a lot more people
7-5
out there.
matchup.
Yeah, 7-5 matchup. So Tom, my question to you is, since you're the sports information director.
Yes.
And this is for all of our fans in Utah too, because I'm sure they're all watching.
Yes.
Is any of the top 4 playing this weekend?
They are not.
No, they are not. The only teams playing are ourselves and Snow, and in the SWJFCC Championship, you've got NMMI, New Mexico Military, defending national champions. They're number 6, I believe, in the country right now, and they're playing Kilgore, who I'm not sure where Kilgore got ranked in the latest rankings, but they're 10 or something like that, somewhere around that in that neighborhood.
So there's a good chance that the winner of this game still may not.
May not.
And I want to say
it was an interesting ranking. Let's say that.
Yes.
Well, I could say
for
this
what was
because
released.
I was shocked as someone who got a little bit more time on his hands to see that a team that was ranked 4th, who lost, even though to the number 1 team in the country, moved up a spot to number 3.
And the team that was ranked 2nd and lost in their championship game
stayed the same.
Stayed in the same ranking.
Yeah.
However, it was their conference championship.
It was
their body of work. They ran the table through the Mississippi Conference this year. But even though it's the last play of the game and it's 1 versus 4, you lose and they still move up.
Usually that's what happens. You lose, you drop.
And you've lost your last 2 games. However, I don't know that I would want to be the committee this year because I think there was one very, very good team in Hutch, and everybody else was kind of in that
could
mix.
Be like 2-8.
So I would say
I think that's fair too, though. Not to do it, but I was surprised. I was happy to see us move up to 7, though.
Right.
I think that was a really big.
I thought we might have gotten to 6, Snow to 4, and then that was my wishful thinking.
And we're biased.
Then, maybe New Mexico's at 5 and they lose. And then
we
if we beat Snow or Snow had to beat us to guarantee their spot. So I would think that probably each side is one looking for a W and maybe an impressive one at that to make a point.
This is me being optimistic about this, but I hope that if the winner of this game is impressive enough in victory, maybe the committee thinks about flipping us with another team.
With another one.
I think if you look good, especially us having beaten Georgia Military, and then let's assume that happens to beat Snow. 2 impressive wins in back-to-back weeks against ranked teams late in the season. Yeah. Maybe that pushes you forward. Yeah. But we don't know. All you can do is play the game in front of you.
And then the polar bear asked me, schedule-wise, why, and I told him, in my opinion, ASA backing out of their loss to us that they would have eventually had if they decided to play us is going to cost us.
It might, yeah, because we had to find a team. We had to find a team that wasn't an NJCAA opponent.
So that may have maybe a little effect. The fact that ASA might.
But it's speculate all we want.
Yeah,
we're at where we're at, and they got to play the game.
Right. So we got to make sure, and we'll close the show with talking football too. But we got to make sure we get everyone down there. Yeah. Such a huge game. For many reasons. And if you just like college football, you're going to see
great college football.
High-level college football.
That's the thing. There's a lot of good kids on Snow.
Yeah. They have some bounce-back guys. I know talking to Ben, our center, the guy he's going to go up with, he said is an LSU commit. So I mean, there's high-level.
It's Division I football being played right here in Stearns.
Right.
They're kind of the mirror image of us in a lot of ways, in that they're on the western side of the U.S. They also have to kind of fill in gaps with games and travel to go play teams.
And they've also lost a game with Detroit Christian.
Yep.
As we did and stuff too. So
And they're very, very good.
Right.
So we've developed a pretty good relationship with Snow, and that we go out there, they come here. It's been very beneficial.
And
to
they have
both of
nice
us.
uniforms too.
fancy.
They have nice unis.
They do.
Yeah, they have nice uniforms. So I'm looking forward to see the uniform matchup too.
I'll be there.
The little things like that make me happy and stuff too. So I'm excited. So let's talk about our other W's, and that is women's basketball. Coach Monica Spence with their first career collegiate victory. I know she was happy. I sent her an email after their win, and she said she was smiling ear to ear. She was very happy, and I asked her just to get one more tomorrow, and they did.
And they did. So she followed up the first with the second.
Yes.
And now are we 2-3?
2-3 on a 2-game streak.
Yep.
And then we have a super sub.
That's right, Sydney Spence.
Yes.
Spence.
So
coming off the bench.
Double figures in both games off the bench, right?
Yeah, 34 points combined. 15 in the win over Monroe, and then 19 in what was a close win over Jamestown.
Right. Yep. So I know she's excited. And she's a hard worker. Just with my experience, in the weight room. I know Makia Dooley had a pretty good game. As
she had 15,
Roberts,
I think, in the second game. Yeah.
And the usual suspects that have been here for a couple of years, played well. So I asked them nicely when I saw them Friday to win.
Wake up.
There was no expletives in my asking of them.
I'm sure there was.
There might have been a tiny one or something like that, just for a little extra motivation. But
and you know what's great? As we've experienced the last 2 years, a lot of women's basketball programs have dropped.
Right.
And we are on the receiving end of that, where I think 5 of our opponents from this year have all dropped. So we lost some games in terms of not losing them, but not being able to play them.
Sure.
And we added this Monroe tournament 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They had someone drop out. They reached out. We have a great relationship with Monroe Community College up in Rochester, and jumped at the opportunity. And I'm really glad that we did. We were kind of like, but I said, I really think it'd be a great opportunity. Your first 2 weekends, 2 tournaments, really get an idea of where you're at leading into Harcum.
Right.
Which I know we'll talk about, but yeah.
So it was good.
It's good for us.
And college kids like going on the road and staying in hotels and spending the weekend away at restaurants. And it's good team bonding and stuff.
You feel like you're really a college athlete.
And now it's over for them. That's it. The 2
That's it. Yeah. You want to stay over again, you got to go to national tournament.
Times are tough. We're able to move things around and make it happen, but we're glad that we've been able to do that.
Yeah, so congratulations on Coach Spence and her squad on their first victories of the season. And then they got Harcum this Thursday, which is always a tough task, right?
It is, and it's at Harcum.
Yep.
Small gym, different feel. They played in 2 very nice arenas the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Not that Harcum's not nice, it's their home court advantage.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like ours, being nice and big. But yeah, they're playing on Thursday at 5 o'clock. Down in Harcum.
Yep.
And, should be a good game.
Should be.
They're our longest rival. Everybody says Union. That only developed when Coach Joya came back a couple years ago.
Right.
But Harcum College in basketball, men's and women's, has been
always been
Lackawanna's ever since I was here, since 2005.
Right.
So that's the true rival, and they're in state.
Yep.
It's the private junior college in state as well.
Yeah. And then any live stream on that? I know they usually stream, right? So
you'll it should be on their YouTube channel at the Harcum Athletics YouTube channel.
Got a lot going on behind us, Tom.
They're preparing down there. For what? I'm not sure.
We don't have a game tonight, but they're preparing, and that's what they do. That's what they do.
Maybe they're doing some cleaning ahead of schedule because we do have games coming up next week.
Yes, maybe they think it's the wrong Tuesday. Maybe they think we're playing tonight.
Maybe.
And that's why they're putting so much effort.
That's possible. That's a
possibility. They obviously aren't fans of the show to know that this is where and when we record.
Yes. So, Women's Thursday, are they anywhere this weekend, or are they not until
No, it's just Thursday.
This Thursday, and then they're going to be home again next Tuesday, their home opener. So we got to talk about that because we're not going to be airing the show until then.
Right.
So next Tuesday.
Maybe we'll take a break and we'll come back and talk about that.
We can do what we want. It's our show.
All right. Well, Tom, I could feel that my phone is buzzing in my pocket. So that may be some of our athletes of the week, because of our athletes of the week are the offensive linemen.
That's awesome.
So we're trying to get some of the big guys.
Second time nominated this year.
Yep.
First time winner.
Some of the big guys on camera. So I'm sure that's been responding back to me.
Yes.
So let's take a break then, because it's vibrating in my pocket.
And then
I don't want to keep Ben waiting. And let's get them up here, and we'll see. We'll see what we could do. All right, we'll be back to the Falcons Corner. Take 5.
Imagine the innovator you could be tomorrow with an innovative education today from Lackawanna College. Our Level Up program puts high school students on an early college pathway for an easier college transition and faster degree attainment at a dramatically lower cost. That's why Fast Company named us one of the world's most innovative companies. With an education from Lackawanna College, imagine where you'll be tomorrow. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College.
Hey, it's Tom Ferguson, Sports Information Director with Lackawanna College, and as you can see, I'm with our Athletes of the Week, or at least the representatives from the Athletes of the Week. The Lackawanna College offensive line, really the front seven, including the tight ends as well. Anybody that was kind of lined up and blocking. You guys had quite a game against Georgia Military when we needed to have quite a game. When Lackawanna needed to come up with a win, you guys came up with it. 42-11 the final, 288 yards on the ground, averaging almost 8 yards per play as the offense. You had 2 sacks early that you gave up and pretty much cleaned the rest of the way. I've got Ben Eisenhower with me, I've got Chance Battle with me, and I've also got DeAndre Towns-Blue hanging out with me here up in the perch. Ben, we'll start with you because you're kind of the guy at the center of everything. What was the mindset going into that game against Georgia Military?
We just knew that we had to go out there and just beat them, because if we didn't win that game, we'd be done for the year. And we came in all week practicing hard, doing everything we needed to, real focused in the whole time.
Right. And what was that like? Because you knew obviously, having lost to them earlier this year. Chance, what was kind of going through your mind as far as what you guys needed to do to kind of change the direction of that?
We just needed to win. They had one good D lineman, number 91, and we shut him down that last game, and everything just worked. Right.
And when you guys are kind of on a roll, DeAndre, what does that do for you? Like how motivated do you get when you guys see yourselves like really starting to push people around, create those holes and those opportunities?
It just make it easier because it's like you imposing your will at O-line. Like, I'm forcing this guy to go a direction he don't want to go.
Right.
So it's like I know I'm beating him physically, and I'm probably getting to him mentally. And I gotta thank our scout team for him, because our scout team came with that different energy this week.
Right.
And I like that. Like, I feel like our team as a whole, like everybody just coming together. We know we gotta get this. If everybody want to go where they want to go.
Right.
I just like it all. Like, I like how everybody plays, how everybody coming together, like everything's coming in like one unit.
And for you guys, I mean, what does it mean to have a quarterback like Berg that you can trust, or even a running back like Therese or Jordan, those guys back there that you know can get you guys yardage if you open up the holes?
Our running back course is crazy.
Yeah, Rex is different.
Then you got Sellers, you also got Rat Monroe, you got Antrell Monroe, Rat, that's my roommate. They're all nice, they're all explosive in their own way.
Right.
And it's like
the whole running back court is crazy.
Everybody. And then you got Berg. Berg's nice. Berg coming in like he's comfortable out there. You see he's doing what he do. So it's just I like how our team is going into this game.
Well, I was talking with former coach Pardini about Therese, and during the game he was like, he's always just one play away. It's just one play away. So you guys are up 21-11. They just scored. There's a little momentum, kind of, you'd feel it kind of shifting a little bit. You guys get the ball back. First play of the drive. Bang. So when you open a hole, when you do that, when you open something like that and you have your guy bang through like that and go, like, what does that do for you guys?
Satisfying. I can't explain it. Like,
first play
so
too.
Good.
That first play was amazing.
Well, because the offensive line doesn't necessarily get those accolades sometimes. It's about the guys that get the ball and score the touchdown. But when you guys are doing your job, it's almost good that you don't hear your names in a lot of ways, right? Because normally when you're hearing your way, something went wrong, right?
Yeah. But like that wasn't even the run that got me that had me hyped. It was the run that wasn't even supposed to be a breakaway run. It was when we went out the second time after he scored that. Coach Berg, he says, "Oh yeah, we're gonna just chew the clock on this one, Coach." And we go out there run the same play, and he breaks for another 75-yarder. Right. That's when I was like that's crazy. Like,
yeah.
Really only one guy.
Right. Yeah, it was the same exact thing, and he scores. So you guys get the win, move up in the polls to number 7. Number 5 Snow coming in at the end of the week here on Saturday afternoon here in Scranton. I mean, what's the mindset now? What's the focus? How do you kind of do what you did last week? How do you kind of recapture that?
We gotta focus in all week in practice, lock in, do everything we know, just keep doing everything we've been doing. We go out there with the same game plan, run the ball down.
This is probably the most highly rated team that we're gonna play too. Like as in like their D lineman. I think they got a LSU commit, something like that.
Right.
Like, we just going into it, just trying to stay doing what we do. Don't try to like go and play their game and we'll play ours.
Right.
As long as we do that, I feel like we win in the trenches. We're gonna win the whole game.
Right.
Because that's where it's gonna start.
Is that kind of what you're feeling too?
Yes, sir.
So we're talking with Ben, we're talking with Chance, we're talking with DeAndre here from the offensive line. Let's talk about you guys. Ben, where are you from originally?
I'm from Cumberland, Pennsylvania, a little small town right outside Harrisburg.
So how did you come here to Lackawanna College?
Well, I wasn't doing the best in school, and then my high school coach, my old high school coach, he actually, I guess he knew Coach Duda, and then just like the day after one of my games, just Coach Duda ended up calling me the next day, talked to him, came up here. That was like really my only place to go.
Right.
A new shot for me, show what I can do, and be a better player.
What was meeting Coach Duda like for the first time?
It was pretty cool. It was a lot like it is now. Real cold outside, snow, and he was honest with me. Told me what I could do, what I needed to do to help me be a good player, and it really helped going on.
What was the handshake like with Coach Duda?
Real
Was it firmer than you were expecting it to be?
No, because when I came in, I saw he was a big guy, just almost pretty much as tall as me, and just grabbed the hand how hard he could.
What are you studying here at Lackawanna?
Professional studies.
So what do you want to do with professional studies?
I have no clue.
That's okay. I hear that a lot. That's okay. It's you're at the age right now where that's not, you don't have to have that path set, you know. But do you want, obviously you want to try to play at the next level, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Very cool. Chance, what about you?
I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Out of high school, I went to a school called MTI Prep, and we was good, but things didn't go as planned. So then I came down here, and the coaches just believed in me since day one, and now I finally get to play. My grades is better now.
What was it that kind of sold you on coming here?
They had a winning history. That was it for real. I like winning.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't hurt, right?
Yeah.
So what are you studying here?
Business.
So what do you want to do with business?
Same. I don't know yet.
Yeah. Very cool. DeAndre, what about you?
I'm from Willow Grove, PA.
Okay.
Sorry, Philly. I came here. My former quarterback in high school went here. His name Tamir Berthoud. He texted me one day. He was like, "Did you find anywhere like you want to go?" And out of high school, my grades wasn't there either, so I didn't have anywhere to go. So then I had like one phone call with Coach P, and I filled it out like the fast, and he was just telling me like, "Come here, like they'll get me to the next level, get me where I need to go." And like Chance said, they was winning. Like they would just have win for the national title. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go there. But coming here, it was different. It's like you learn how to move, like grow up fast, and you learn like not everything will be given to you, especially being a JUCO player.
Yeah.
All the odds get stacked against you. You just gotta get used to it.
How much do you feel like you guys learned as offensive linemen being here?
A lot, real lot. Personally for me, because I coming here, I never played offensive line before, and Coach B had me switch as soon as I got here, and it ended up working pretty well.
Right, because there's a lot. I'm sure high school kind of depends on where you go. There's certain things you learn, but when you come to the next level in college, I'm sure there's a lot of protections and reads and different things that you have to know that maybe wasn't quite what you needed to know in high school. Who's the strongest guy on the offensive line?
I guess.
Listen.
If you want to claim that, you got it.
No, yeah, it probably is better.
Okay. Wow, nobody's challenging on that. They know.
I'm not like a weight room type of, like, I wasn't never weight room strong until I got here too. Like,
right.
All that stuff came with like coming to college, like learning that you're not gonna be the biggest guy anymore.
Right.
So it's getting used to.
Right. What do you guys like to do in your downtime? When you're not worried about football, you're not worried about your grades or anything like that. What do you guys do to like pass the time or hang out or whatever?
Sleep, really. Get that anytime you can.
Sleep and play the game. That's it.
Watch movies, just be chilling.
Yeah, just relax. Everything. What's the best thing you guys found at like the calf here at Lackawanna?
The chicken tenders. That's it.
I don't know, the calf not good.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say the omelets usually pretty good.
Okay, all right. There's nothing there for you?
Nah, I probably go to a calf. I'll probably get like chicken tenders on Friday.
Okay.
But they changed it up. They got that soul food Friday Tuesdays or something like that now too.
Okay. All right. That's good. So what? Obviously, we're not sure yet what happens if we get a win on Saturday or anything like that. So what are you guys hoping for?
Honestly, just a win.
Yeah.
Because it's only positives that come with winning. So that's all I want to do. As long as we get a win and we get a postseason game period, I feel like that's going to do well for everybody on the program.
Right. Well, that's what we hope for. We're hoping for a good game. I know you guys that were here last year probably want to get back at snow as well, because that was a tough game last year out there in Utah. So it's going to be cold. You guys prepared for that?
Growing up in PA, you get used to it.
Yeah, you guys are Pennsylvania kids. You're good. We'll be good with that. But listen, guys, appreciate your time. Thanks so much for coming on with us. We appreciate it. And congratulations on winning Athlete of the Week. Not often we get to congratulate the offensive lineman on that, and not often I get dwarfed here. But that's where we're at. We'll be back with more. It's Falcons Corner. Take flight.
Oil and gas jobs are back. Are you looking for a life-changing experience? Lackawanna College's School of Petroleum and Natural Gas can put you on a path to a lucrative career in the production and delivery of America's energy in just 2 years. Choose from 2 degree programs or 2 certificate programs with internships that give students real-world and practical experience in the field. Lackawanna College will give you the education you need to build a career in this exciting industry. This is life-changing. This is Lackawanna College. Apply today at lackawanna.edu.
Hey everybody, back in the Falcons Corner, voice of the Falcons, Mike Rickert, the good guy, the know the co-host, Danny Berg, touchdown Tom Ferguson behind the camera.
I was just thinking, I don't know what made me think about it. Of course, it was after the interview with the athletes of the week. Joe Paparelli didn't make an appearance on the show last week.
He didn't?
We got to find a way to get him in.
Well, I did see that he peeked his head around the corner.
Today?
Yes.
Oh, well, he just
and
wanted
he had
to
his
be a part
hat
of it.
on, and he just wanted to probably see what was going on the floor.
He wanted to know who he needed to yell at.
Yes. Yes, and stuff too. So, Joe, thanks for checking
Thanks
up
for
on
checking
us.
in and not yelling at them.
Yes, while we were doing stuff too. So, all right, so let's wrap this all together. So we got men and women are home next Tuesday. Fill the Union. Our home opener. I know it's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving break. It doesn't matter.
It's Fill the Union Day.
Fill the Union. Get out here and support our Lackawanna College student athletes.
Doubleheader against Essex Community College.
Yep.
Or Essex County College. Sorry.
That's
got that
okay.
wrong. It's still ECC.
All right. That's all that matters.
And that's the home opener. The men this week, though, are slated to play this evening.
Right.
I think it's SUNY Rockland.
Right, and if the game gets in fast enough and Tom does his editing, then the score's right now.
Yep.
Score will
We
be
win,
right now.
we win with the winning score right here.
And it will be good to get back on the winning track. They traveled to NJCAA Division II, ranked number 3 in the country last
At the time.
week. And now they're up to 2, right?
Yes.
They're up to 2 as of yesterday. SUNY Sullivan, and I think it was a 90-63 loss.
93-60, yeah.
93-60, but that's I mean, you go there early on and really test yourself.
Yeah.
And now you
And
know
they
what
did.
you need to get to. You know, and Sullivan was, I don't know if they're in the national championship game last year or if they finished in the Final Four, but they're a damn good program.
I think they finished 4th. I think they got to the 3rd place game, if I remember
so
correctly.
To get on our schedule, they're close by, they're willing to play. You know, it's just a great opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
We played even with them at some points, I think, during the game. I had a hard time seeing what was going on. And then I was telling the guys in the weight room yesterday, I was like, you know, I knew we were down, but then I didn't know how much we were down by. And then we make a run, but I didn't know how much the run was because there was no score on the stream. You couldn't see the scoreboard. And then we saw the final score. I was like, oh, damn.
And I got pumped, and I was like, wait, we won. And then Tom was quick to say, I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff too. So.
Yeah, we had the score reversed for there was 5 minutes where we were like, oh, whoa, that's what a win.
We were legit. And then we still may be legit, but we weren't legit
Not legit yet.
But I know Coach Gabriel wants to get to that point where Sullivan's at, and he's working hard. Hopefully we got a W yesterday. So that'd be the case, right? So, but make sure you get out here and support our. It's basketball season,
right?
It's basketball season, and then we got to just remind everyone. There's only one college football team in the city of Scranton.
That's it.
That's it. So this is just going to like the people that live in the city. It goes, I think, to television stations, newspaper. Like you have, like, where are you? Is it me calling them out, Tom? If you have to edit this, because if you think me calling them out is going to hurt our chances of getting one in here, like I don't even know if they watch anyway. I mean, they should.
They should. I mean,
but
take some tips from us.
Yeah. Like, where are you? Like, where were you last week? Like, there was not one camera. There was not one reporter. There's local kids on this team that play here.
Local kids who were all state kids.
A coach who is from the area has been here for 30 years and is head coach 29 years. Where are you?
With 199 wins.
Yeah. We get a nice headline in the paper, but the article was that big. Like, it's legit college football.
And this weekend,
and I know you want to go and see Wilkes Kings, and it's the
rivalry.
But this is
it's big time. You're going to have at least 20 to 30 guys that you're going to see playing on Power 5 games next year. And of them, I guarantee you, and I'll mark on that, you're going to have at least 3 of them that are going to be playing in the NFL.
And not only is it between athletes, it still may have national championship implications, right? We never know. It's 5 versus 7 the last week of the season.
And like you said, on our team, there's a lot of local kids.
Yeah.
And let's not forget it as well, though I'm sure Coach Duda might not want to focus on it too much.
Right.
A win gives him his 200th win.
I just didn't want to
career.
say it because I didn't want to jinx it. So, that's,
But that adds another layer to it.
Right. Like, just, come out and watch. I know it's going to be a little bit chilly, right? Get some hot chocolate and a coffee. It's fine. There's a concession stand.
And we can make arrangements to maybe find a nice little spot for you.
There's a concession stand underneath the bleachers. There's the Turkey Hill Mini Mart across the street. We'll let you re-enter after if you have to go warm up, and stuff. Like, just come out here and support. A local college football team, the kids that work their tails off all year and are proud of the school and are proud of where they go to school.
Represent the school on a national level.
Yep.
And I'm going to say also that maybe like people that work at the school should maybe try to come out and stuff.
Yeah. I would hope so.
Yeah. It could be a really exciting, great afternoon for many reasons.
Yeah.
5 versus 7. Coach Duda sitting at 199 career wins.
Team traveling from Utah, and they're traveling with a traveling party.
Oh yeah, snow's coming out.
Snow's coming. They have, I think, members of their board of trustees. I want to say possibly their college president. I'm not sure. There was an email from me earlier on in the fall to their athletic director with like airports in the immediate area, meaning from here to JFK, hotels, dates of travel, what dates might be better, how close certain things are, restaurants. It's great that they're going to be coming in.
Right.
I don't know how many, but I know at the time they were expecting like their football travel party and then additional at least 20 or so. And again, not sure where that ended up at. Maybe things changed, but they were looking to travel across the country to come here to see.
But it could be more
because
go
down the hill.
It's a chance. Okay, if Snow comes in and beats a number 7 team in the country who just blew the doors off of the former number 7 team in the country who were ranked 6th earlier on, and then it's a huge game for them too. Like it's a huge game on both
it's exciting.
sides. If you live in Indiana, you should come down and watch a football game.
Make the trip. It's only 12 hours by car.
But no excuses for people not to get out there. It's $5 stinking.
Yeah,
for
it's
the
not
love
much.
of God. And if not, Touchdown Tom and former coach and now assistant athletic director Josh Verdini will be on the call.
And that.
But you know what you could do?
Where?
You know what you could do, though?
What can you do?
You could come to the game, and then you could go listen to the game while you're at the game.
But if you can't really get there, because you really aren't coming from Indiana,
right?
Where could you watch the game?
LackawannaFalcons.com/live. I will never forget that. It is embedded in my brain. It is embedded in my brain. So, lots of great things this weekend, football-wise. So best of luck to our Falcons. Yeah. And we want to wish Snow happy travels. Welcome to Northeast Pennsylvania. I don't know what the weather is in Utah right now, Tom. Did we look at that? What's like the weather?
I haven't, but my guess is...
Tom, do you have your phone? Can we...
My guess is a college called Snow College probably won't be too afraid of it being cold here.
Well, can I check before we get off the air?
You can absolutely check.
All right, hold on now. No,
This is great. This is great video right here.
I don't even wait. Hold on. I'm texting. How do you spell it?
F from Utah.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to.
EPH.
Yeah.
RAIM.
That's what I'm putting in. Yeah. Oh, there it is. All right, good.
F from Utah. What's it in Utah right now?
Right now, oh Jesus!
It's 14 degrees.
See?
So that advantage has gone right up.
All right. So the advantage is.
Well, it's sunny there and it'll be cloudy here.
Yeah, so they got more sun than us right now, Tom. But my God, right now it's freaking cold out there. I'm not wearing shorts and I'm from Utah.
I'm telling them to keep their
So it's 14 today, right now, with a high of 35. Wednesday will be 37.
What's it going to be on Saturday?
Thursday 41, Friday 34, Saturday 37.
Okay, so
it's
comparable.
Right. So.
And they're only 1,000 feet up in the air more than we are. So
I'm going to say that the weather is going to not make a difference at all. Because I know Coach Duda has our guys outside, this week getting used to the colder weather and stuff. So yeah, because it's obviously
last week.
Cold in Utah.
We missed fall.
I've never been to Utah. Tom, have you been to Utah?
I've been to Utah. Yes.
Utah?
It's beautiful. It's pretty
last
wild.
Year, right?
We were out there. I wasn't, but I was in Utah, unrelated to Lackawanna College.
Cool. Okay.
Fancy.
I was going to go to Utah last year, but then Eric decided to go.
Cool. I was not.
Yes. Maybe next year. All right. Maybe. Well, good luck to Utahians. Utahans?
Utahns?
Because it's going back to like San Diegoans.
Utes is probably the.
You were in Ron Burgundy, San Diegoans.
Yeah, San Diego.
So are they just the Utes?
You can call them Utes.
Listen, and then we're going to go. And I hope I don't offend anyone in Utah. I'm a huge, as everyone that watches, I'm a huge University of Colorado fan. We don't like the Utah Utes.
No?
The University of Utah. It's our made-up Pac-12 rivalry.
Yeah.
Even though Colorado football thinks Utah football is good. But if Utah football could be good, there's no excuse for Colorado football not to be good.
Are you done?
I can keep going on. I gotta. All right. So best of luck to everybody. LackawannaFalcons.com, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch. Esports good.
Esports is so good.
We're
Rocket
good.
League went undefeated in the NJCAA.
We'll talk about them next week. It's all football all the time.
It's all football now.
Playoffs start next week.
Yeah. So all right, playoffs. We'll talk about. Maybe we'll get Teddy up.
Maybe.
Sure.
All right. Good. All right.
He's never shied away.
No. All right. We'll be back next week, right? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go, and I wanted to mention this earlier. I got to give a shout out to Andrew Vines' dad. Falcons are undefeated when he travels up from North Carolina.
Is he going up?
He was here Saturday.
Okay.
He better come back Saturday because he told me, hey, coach. So he watches the show. And then a very special shout out. Hopefully you listened to all this because I should have mentioned earlier. Keno Arrington's grandfather is a big member of the show. He got me on the field and said, I'll see you Wednesday. I was like, you're going to come up here and work out in the weight room? And I'm like, no, on TV. I'm like, oh, you watch the show. I'm going to have to talk about you on the show. So Keno Arrington's grandfather looks like he could probably go and ball out better than Keno.
Okay.
So that's why I thought he was going to come and work out with us in the weight room.
We should get pictures of ourselves and sign them, and we'll start giving them out.
We talked about that once before with the previous person that used to be on the show.
Yeah, we're going to do it now, though.
All right, and give out stuff.
Oh, we will.
But a special shout out to Andrew Vines' dad,
awesome.
and Keno Arrington's grandfather.
All right,
so I apologize to them for waiting so long, and they listened to my rant
well, we
about
saved
whatever
the best
I was ranting
for last.
about. Yes,
that's
stuff
it.
Too, so. All right, good luck, Falcons. See you next week. Take flight.